Dog got skunked. Do you feel bad about that?
All right, folks. Welcome back to Monkey Shine Lab. I got a few things to show you here. And Lambo is here in the voiceover booth with me, so I hope you don't mind cat purring. These are some sport cards that I got as giveaways for my grandkids. They're into all sorts of stuff right now, especially hockey. This is a cool sealed pack of Topps cards from the 2021 season. And so all these cards are going to my grandkids, except that one. That's a LeBron James. I'm going to keep that. It's not an actual LeBron James. It's him from as a cartoon. I don't know. So anyway, these are some basketball cards. Again, in a sealed pack. I don't know much about them. And some football cards, which I don't have any idea if they're down with football. There's some more hockey. I don't know if they're really into football very much, but I know that they're into soccer and hockey right now. So these are some X-Men cards, Wolverine. Again, these were like they were put in with other comic books, like kind of like an extra giveaway. Some Thor cards from the movie, a couple of production stills as cards. This is a character I'm becoming more familiar with, White Widow. I think it's kind of a MASH book for nerds, though. And a couple of Pokemon cards, of course. I don't know if I have any of those. But anyway, there's that. And I'm clear. This came in, and I didn't know what it was. It's a really heavy coin. And I was like, I didn't remember getting a giveaway from a coin collector thing. But anyway, let's take a look at it. And then I realized it's from Dr. Flaw on Whatnot, and it says Dr. Flaw Comics on there. And then on the other side, it says, inspire courage enough to navigate this world. Unite. I thought that was pretty cool. All right, I promise these are going to go by quick, but I just wanted to show you the cover art because some of them are really beautiful. This has got Fafhrd and the Grey Mouser. I don't know if you're familiar with Fritz Leiber, but I am. Metamorpho, kind of a reboot of the character. He's kind of a goofball. These are some blank sketchbooks that I got gifted. I don't know. I'm not much of a person to draw, but if you want to try those out, let me know. Human Torch and the Hulk. Again, I don't even know where some of these come from. Sometimes I win them as giveaways. Other times they just get thrown in my package. Here comes a whole bunch of John Carter, Warlord of Mars. These books were all in excellent shape, and the person auctioning them made a tremendous deal on them for me. So even though I have some of these books already, I will pass those down to the grandkids as well. Hopefully I can inspire them to read some Edgar Rice Burroughs when they're a little older. Who knows? But anyway, they'll have some cool looking comic books to mess around with, read. Like I said, I don't really have too much to say about these books outside of the fact that I'm super happy to have them in my collection now. All of these books were ones that I was actually characters or sets of books that I was actively working on. Here's a couple of Marvel 2-in-1s from the 70s. And thinking Captain America. I have some really cool books from the 70s coming in pretty soon. Hulk and Man-Thing. Gotta love that. Got a couple of Man-Thing books. Son of Satan, along with Zatanna and Ghost Rider. This Doctor Strange book, I've had a copy of this for a little while, but now I've got a much, much better copy. And again, I'll hand those down. This was definitely a giveaway. I'm not collecting Legion, so I'll kick that on down to the kids. This book was $8 locally, and now I've got it. This was $3, I think, from the AMKM people. Super happy to have gotten that from this Cruel Kingdom, and I also got Cruel Universe along with it. The Cruel Kingdom came as a giveaway, but the Cruel Universe was what I picked up for that cover. There's a little Operation Galactic Storm, and then we get into Ape Nation, which I think is a mashup of Planet of the Apes and Alien Nation. I don't know. Oh, Supergirl, Crisis Over Chicago. This goes with that other one where they're battling over O'Hare. If you haven't seen that, check it out. Recent pickup video. Warlord, of course. Love that two-tone artwork there. This I didn't realize was a reprint. I thought I was getting a good deal. Turns out I got screwed. Doom 2099 with Cap on the cover. Pretty sure I didn't have that one yet. Vampirella, everybody's been waiting for this book to come up. Yeah, makes my hands shake too. Wonder Woman, I got a few good copies of Wonder Woman in this bunch. Wonder Woman's a book that I've been trying to pick up a little bit. It was my mom's favorite book growing up. Marvel presents the Guardians of the Galaxy. It's kind of old, 25 center. Tarzan, I can't pass up a good copy of Tarzan. It's my Edgar Rice Burroughs fetish. It has nothing to do with dudes in loincloths. Not that there's anything wrong with it. But this one, I was kind of upset he beat up the gorilla. Sometimes it happens. You got to put him in line. Little Legion. Amazing Spider-Man with the Red Skull for some reason. Don't know why. Just kind of dug that cover, though. Kraven, the Hunter. West Coast Avengers. The Thing with Blue Diamond. Never heard of him before. Brian Lumley's Necroscope. This was a series of books I read as paperbacks. Howard the Duck. Gotta love Howard the Duck. There's two issues of Howard. This one here, gotta love the little sly head shop humor, the final Bong. Dr. Bong is his arch nemesis. Master of Kung Fu with Man-Thing. Again, a good Man-Thing. I love a good Man-Thing. Warlord. More Warlord. Mr. Miracle. I don't know how this got into one of my orders. I haven't been picking it up. It's an old Kirby character, but I don't think that was from Kirby's run. Here's number 1 of Doom 2099. No, Andre, I did not beat the person up. And some Shadow. If you're not familiar with the Shadow's a character from radio days and serials, he has the power to cloud men's minds and disappear on them. Sort of one of the original superheroes. Isn't Lambo's purring kind of relaxing? Belit from the Age of Conan. If you know the character, you know she's a pirate, contemporary of Conan. Oh, look at this cover of Wonder Woman. Oh, man. With the Medusa. That is so good. Oh. Some old Avengers. 50 cents for an annual. Honk if you remember. And then some Secret Origins superheroes. I picked up a few of these because they were blowing them out. I think they were either $2, maybe $3 a piece. It's okay, Lambo, we're almost done. Okay, here it is, people. Remember that I've been looking for these 5 books forever. This is Commander Steel. This is a character I've been looking for, and I've had these first 3 issues for a very long time. And every time I've brought this character up, people confuse it for another character. They say they've never heard of it outright. Well, I finally, in my journeys on Whatnot, found issue number 4. And I found, that's right, issue number 5. So now I have the whole original run of Commander Steel. This is a moment for me, nerdish as it may be, and I'm glad to have been able to share it with you. One Grail bucket list thing complete. Well, that was a tremendous amount of comic books and a tremendous amount of cards, but now I can move all of those cards on to my grandkids, and I can also move all of those other comic books into my rapidly overflowing short boxes. I have a lot of comic books. I finally did get my Commander Steel run finished. Hey, that's all I got for you right now. Just a little pickups video here. But I'm headed out to do some filming right now. I'm gonna let my dogs in. I'm gonna get them secured somewhere in the house so that they're not out interacting with the skunk. Thanks very much for coming out here. And I will be back with some toy hunt videos next episode. What do you say? All right. Take it easy, everybody. And I will talk to you again very soon. Bye.